So the Diamond and Pearl remakes are a topic of hot debate already this year. A lot of people, including myself, think that they will get announced at some point this year, and let's be honest, it's the games we all want and the ones we're most likely going to be getting next. But with these new games brings new anime aspects. We've seen in the past when remakes get released, the anime tries to promote them in some sort of way, bringing in some aspects from them into the anime. For example, the Johto Festival in the Diamond and Pearl anime, where they introduced Lyra and Corey with the Johto starters to celebrate Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or Steven Stone returning for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes in the X and Y series. And of course Meltan was also an aspect from Pokemon Go that was brought to the anime in the Sun and Moon series. So today we're going to be counting down 5 things that I think could return to the anime if the Diamond and Pearl remakes do happen. I hope you guys enjoy. So first up is the obvious pick, our favourite coordinator, Dawn. Of course, a character who originates in the Sinnoh games and a character who is a fan favourite around the world. She was really a great companion to Ash in the Diamond and Pearl anime. She felt like a joint protagonist at times. She returned already in the Black and White anime, but since Journeys is throwing out returns for everyone, I'm pretty sure she's going to be returning at some point in this anime. And the Diamond and Pearl remakes would give us the perfect chance to have her return. Seeing her and all of her Pokemon once again would be really nice. She could even have some brand new Pokemon on her team to celebrate the release of these new games. Maybe even a new Pokemon. But of course she will always have her Piplup beside her. I'd like if she returned for a whole arc as well, not just a one-off episode. We really need to get some story with her and to know what she's been up to. But if she does come back, then this will lead into my second thing that the remakes could bring, which is Pokemon contests. A feature that was introduced back in Generation 3, but were also a feature in Generation 4, so they're bound to make a return in the new Diamond and Pearl games. Saying that, they were in Oras but didn't return for the X and Y anime, but I think this time it's a bit different. Kalos had showcases, so I'm guessing they didn't really want to confuse people by bringing in contests as well. And even Serena says at the end she's going to go and do contests, so we know that they still existed in the XY days. We need the return of contests for so many reasons. Honestly, since Diamond and Pearl, it feels like something is massively missing from the anime. After Contest went, it left a hole which hasn't been filled, and bringing them back for Journeys would bring so many possibilities. Obviously Dawn would be competing, but so many more coordinators could show up. May, Drew, Zoe, Nando, all really great characters who we'd all love to see again. Even Serena could show up in a contest. It would be a natural progression of her character, and it would give her a legitimate reason to return. So I think the perfect situation for contest to return would be a 2 or 3 episode arc where there's a big contest just like the Wallace Cup, even the Wallace Cup itself, and then you get a bunch of returning coordinators. Ash and Go both compete. I'd actually love to see Go enter a Pokemon contest. I feel it would really suit him. But this tournament would just be a nice way to introduce a bunch of characters we all love, give Dawn a chance to shine again after being reintroduced before the contest, and then who knows, Serena could show up out of nowhere at the contest, and it would be a good way to bring back everyone and surprise everyone. Number 3 is Ash's Sinnoh Pokemon. We all want to see Ash's Pokemon return any given chance, so this would be a great chance to bring back his Sinnoh team: Infernape, Torterra, Gliscor, Weasel, Gible and Staraptor. Maybe not all of them would appear, but at least one of them. Infernape returning is a must. Seeing it in battle again would be so awesome, and I do feel quite bad for it as it was stuck in that one series. We haven't even seen it since Diamond and Pearl, not even at Oak's Lab, other than in the group photo that we got at the end of Black and White. It's one of Ash's strongest Pokemon undoubtedly, and it deserves to come back. We got to see Charizard and Sceptile return many times, so why not Infernape? And then the second one I want to return is Gible. I feel like Gible didn't get enough time to shine in Diamond and Pearl, and it deserves some redemption. However, I'm not too bothered if it evolves or not. I know this is an evolution that so many people want the most, but I really like Gible's personality as a Gible. But saying that, it would also be a very hype moment if it did return and evolve, and I would enjoy it either way. So I'd just love to see Gible again. And then any of the other Diamond and Pearl Pokemon would be awesome as well. Some Torterra redemption maybe. But the first 2 are the 2 I want to see the most from that team. I think we got a pretty good chance of it happening if the remakes were to come. We haven't seen any of Ash's old Pokemon as of yet in Journeys, but surely we have to at some point. Next up is Cynthia and Paul. So this point is basically for returning characters from the Diamond and Pearl anime, but the two main characters are of course Cynthia and Paul. I think we're seeing Cynthia regardless of whether the remakes happen or not. We've seen Lance return already. The Master 8 trainers are most likely gonna be champions from other regions, so I'm expecting Cynthia to show up. And the whole idea of the Pokemon World Championship basically started with her back in Diamond and Pearl. She called it the Champion League back then. She wanted to one day face Ash and Paul in the competition, so this could be the competition that she was talking about. If the remakes do happen, I think it's 100% that she will return, as we've already had Steven return when Oras remakes came out, so I'm sure they do the same here by bringing her back. It would be epic having her battle Ash in the World Championships, or even Leon. There's so many things they could do with her. And then there's Paul, arguably Ash's best rival to ever exist. The absolute brutal personality that he had towards Ash made their rivalry so epic to watch unfold, and it was pretty much half of the reason Diamond and Pearl was really good. I'm not as bothered about this one as I am about Cynthia. Cynthia makes a lot more sense narratively, and we're getting Gary, who is Ash's first rival, which I feel makes more sense than Paul. But even saying all that, seeing him come back would still be awesome. He's just such a presence on screen. Every battle that him and Ash had was tense. He always got under Ash's skin. Of course, the rivalry was settled in the perfect way at the end of the Sinnoh League, which is why he doesn't really need to return. People could say the same about Gary, but Gary's a researcher just like Ash. He could teach him and Go some things, and he lives in Pallet Town, and Ash and Go are in Kanto, so it makes a lot more sense. So if Paul did return, he would have to be in a way that makes sense. And I think the Pokemon World Championship would make sense, not as a rival to Ash, but just as a mystery appearance to surprise everyone. Imagine we're waiting for the last character to appear in this tournament arc, and then Paul walks out. That would be the perfect return for a character like him. We could also see how much he's grown since Diamond and Pearl, and how he treats his Pokemon. If his training methods have changed, there would be a lot to explore. And of course there are many great characters who could also return from Sinnoh, gym leaders, Elite Four members and rivals. There's so many possibilities. But number 5 is Sinnoh Landmarks. Journeys is all about exploring every region, and we haven't really been doing that. 51 episodes in, and I haven't been wowed by the landmarks that they visited. When they do visit a new region, it's often just a generic area which doesn't really stand out. So if the remakes happen, give us the landmarks, the nicely animated views of the snowy mountains of Sinnoh, Mount Coronet, 3 lakes, maybe even Spear Pillar, if they end up doing some legendary episodes like the opening showed with Dialga and Palkia. I just want some cool places to visit to show off the Sinnoh region, because it's a really nice looking region, and they can do a lot with the animation nowadays, so it would be nice to see, and it could make for some decent story arcs. Of course, if we were to get every single thing on this list, then it would take away from Journeys as its own thing, and just become Diamond and Pearl 2. So just a few ideas that could possibly be visited. But that is my 5 things I want to see if the remakes happen, and things they could possibly bring to the anime. Let me know what you want to see. Sinnoh brings so many possibilities, so tell me everything you think we could get. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.